Hello, my name is Jakub Paczes and I work at 7 Bulls. Today I want to present you new features of Morphemic platform. They are currently available at branch release candidate 2.5. Now I'm going to deploy Genome application. I already uploaded the file and provided the credentials that are needed to deploy this application on AWS resources. On this step, I need to select the provider that I want to use. In this case, AWS needs two checkboxes checked. One is for the list of the production images and the second one is security group that is needed for Genome application. Now I'm going to move further by pressing the green arrow and pressing the Start Application button. As you can see, process of the deployment already started. Now Morphemic platform is checking for offers on the AWS resources. After finding the offers, Morphemic is generating constraint problem. After generating constraint problem, we moved to reasoning step where Morphemic is trying to find a solution for the generated problem. Now we moved to the deploying step. I will skip this video for now and continue it after the deploying because it takes a long time to deploy this application. Please remember that Genome application was created using the Camel language. Our Genome application is already deployed. We can check the information about the VMs creating during the deployment of the application in Your Application tab. As you can see, currently we have 3 VMs created by Morphemic. 2 of them are created during the initial deployment, and those are the master instance 0 and worker instance 0. The third one is created in another process. We can check the process view to check the process list, and here we have history. The oldest process would be our deployment. We can check all steps here. The third processes will be reconfiguration processes. Here our worker cardinality was increased to 2, and the second worker was created. As you can see, second worker is marked as worker instance 1. For all the VMs created by the Morphemic, we have information like ID from the provider, state of the VM, currently all of them are running, public IP of the VM, also the provider and the city, or in this case region, where they are deployed. We can check the monitoring application to see how our genome is currently working. For our genome application, we need to open the dashboard created especially for it. Now you can see the number of instances, simulations, and informations how our application is working. I will stop for now and will move in near future in the same place. After some time there will be some predictions made by Morphemic, and I will show you them later. Hello again. It's the genome application that we already talked about a little bit, and now we can go again to the monitoring application and see if the predictions are already there. Let's move to the dashboard created for the genome. As you can see, some predictions are already here. Not all of them are included right now because lack of the data. It takes more data than just several minutes that we checked and waited to start forecasting from all forecasters. But as you can see, Prophet, Gluon and CNN predictions are already here. With our predictions, Morphemic can run the reconfiguration, and it is possible to switch between the real data and the data predicted by the forecasters. Let's deploy a two-component app on two nodes created outside of Morphemic. Morphemic has a functionality called Bion, which is a shortcut from bring your own node. As you can see, I already created two definitions of node created outside of Morphemic. Let's move to the deployment tab and upload XML file with our application. When the file is uploaded, let's move to the next step. We'll select the 7 balls production images, and after that we'll check the checkboxes for the automation of the proactive client installation process on the nodes. Let's add the nodes to proactive. The node 1 was successfully added. Let's add the second node. Second node was also added. Let's go further to the deployment of the application. As you can see, deployment of our application started. Morphemic moved to another step. And now the reasoning. And the deploying. I would like to skip some part of the deploying as it's taking long time, and I will continue with you when the application will be deployed. Two component app is already deployed. We'll check node 1 for the application. Let's copy the IP, move to the browser and try to reach it. Here you can see empty list of the users that are in the application. Let's copy the IP and add some user with the postman. I have already created the call previously, and I will just switch the IP and I will send the post request. Let's go back to the browser and refresh. Here you can see the list with our newly added user, which is the information that our two component app deployed on our node created outside of Morphemic is working correctly. Now I'm going to deploy the two component app application on OpenStack resources. I already added the provider settings for OpenStack. Let's upload the XML file. Our file is already uploaded. Let's move to the further step. Here in Cloud Definitions, we will select the default network from the OpenStack to deploy our application on OpenStack resources. Then we'll scroll down and press the green arrow to move to further step. We'll start the application deployment. Now Morphemic is checking for offers. Some offers are already there, and we moved to the next step, which is generating constraint problem. After generating, Morphemic is resolving the problem, so it's reasoning step right now, and we moved to the deploying step. As like for other applications, OpenStack application is also deploying for some time, so I will skip the video and continue with you after the deploying of the application. Our two-component app is deployed on OpenStack. Let's move to the Your Application tab and wait a bit, because communication with OpenStack is not that fast and it's not responding right away. So if we want to see our VMs created on OpenStack resources, we need to wait. As you can see, our VMs are there. You can see the short information about them provided by OpenStack. Thank you for listening to my presentation. That's all from my side. I hope that you get some information that you wanted. Bye.